Okay, we are back. Let's just see if it's connected. Give it a few minutes to get organised. And yes.
End is coming. Welcome to Biomutant.
So there's a few things I hoped to get done today. So let's see that. It was. I think it was this one. Let's make sure we are fully connected. Okay, we are. Good.
This box once tailed a chugger. Now it's just off track. Might be a good idea to hole up for a bit now it's getting dark. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. He hopes you remember that one time he taught you to upcycle, and hopes you've had some use for it over the years. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to keep them under control. You've witnessed firsthand what it'll lead to.
See? On my side. Go, dog, go!
First instincts can be truly awful.
The fun thing is always the right thing.
Next time, look at it with a clear heart.
Darkly dark, dark.
Sad to see the Tree of Life is going to die and take everything with it, but it's not like he didn't expect it. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you liked working with the Jagni. They always hunker down in their homes, gathering their things around them. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone, so you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mectons strong enough to fight the... It's the part of the land that suffered most from the apocalypse. It's deprived of oxygen, making it next to impossible for anything but creatures that were most contorted by the contamination.
So, is there any secrets around here?
The best stories are about heroes. This is such a story.
Okay, so yeah, there's no secrets. Should be fine. Let's have a look at our missions and also have a look at the comment section real quick. So that place literally has no oxygen. Oh god, that's fucking miles away. Okay, you know what? Stop that. I'm just leaving.
There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for.
Okay, so we've got some. Let's see. God, this place has been completely smashed, hasn't it? Alright, what's this then? Need that plate. Okay. Is it as good? No. Okay, we go. Okay, then that happened. God damn, this area's going to be a pain in the arse, isn't it?
Wonder what you can find down here.
Got it.
Biohazard makes your skin crawl.
I need oxygen. Oh, God damn. Can't jump. Okay, so that's one of those things. If you land in it, you fucked. God damn it. This is not certainly a good situation, but okay.
Gulp in some air. Ooh-wee, that's biohazard.
got a duck on it. Okay. Nice, I suppose. Should have already got that suit. Okay, where am I going now? I can't see a way out of there. There's a door here. I can see that. What's this? Yeah, I can see it. So, do we just go?
Dive right in. Control your destiny, or someone else will.
Okay, that was not too bad.
He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun, and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the Jumbo Puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. He has the ins and outs of all monster and creature whereabouts. Easy to lose your way if you can't see landmarks.
I'm going to go north. Okay. Yeah, this is too much. Okay, quite possible. Okay, this guy has we get oxygen. I'll give it a thing. What's this thing? Okay, cool, so there's that. So that was really painful, to say the least. Oh, okay, yeah, so we can't progress anymore. Down there, we're just gonna get killed. Okay. So, where are we at the moment? Let's go to there. I do not feel about my character.
The beach is just beautiful. That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there.
An entrance system somewhere. I'm sorry. What is this place? Oh, we've got a flag here, so that's helpful. I don't know what this is, but okay.
Let's see.
It makes you get inside. Person.
Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he tried to teach you how to swim. Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can still feel it, even at a distance. Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces. He knows he's easy to remember. There's no one out there as cuckoo as him. He's one of a kind. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself all these years. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child. Now the time has come for you to remember and... He understands why you seek revenge, but he doesn't think you realize how that'll make you feel once you claimed it.
Take that light!
Really, you ought to use your head instead of your gut.
See? The darkness lets you get away with anything.
Just remember, you can always find light in the dark.
Dark? When you already know you're right.
Figures the world is a goner. Even the goo will go gone. Thanks you for doing everything you could to de-goop the surf. Wonders why you're flapping around with the Jagni. They spend too much time nesting to do anything fun. But hey, back to the goo. Knows yesterday is already gone. It's what you do today and tomorrow that'll move you forward. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Subnautica Station as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit, so you must salvage enough scrap to fix up his goo glide, starting with the old wreck box outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the goo glide strong enough to... You're lucky that way. There's still cargo left on the shores from before the apocalypse. His best guess is a power tanker hit a reef and went under.
Okay. So, this will go this way. Just got to figure out where the exit is. Okay, there's a door
This story is as powerful as you'll let it be.
So why is there... No idea what that is. But, alright. So there was a way to get in. We just took the wrong way. Okay. That's fine then. Okay. Let's see what we can find. Okay, have a look at the comment section now before we get started. Okay. Definitely this one.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. Tapped hard. Get things done before the darkness falls again. So Just a few moves left. Make them count.
that's actually good. So where how much? Okay, it's actually kind of stronger. What do I do? It's like a okay. So it's basically like a fox outfit. Okay, that's good. So we've got our first rare piece. Yeah, besides the summer. Shit. So how do I go up there? Oh. What do I get things going through? see what we've got now. Okay, yeah. Okay. Let's pick this up then. Same time that we'll
Check out those guns.
Okay, it's upload. What's that? Okay, so she'll got that outfit.
About time you found some clothes. Be on the watch for a way out. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match, so enough charge can... Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor, and an engine strong enough to break through the thick goo further out. There's debris floating around on the surf that might be blocking your path or needs to be towed. That means you'll need a device so you can get it out of your way. Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks, squeaky distractions for the triple attentive porky puff, which will give you time to get yourself in position. The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the surf archipelago and knows where the quacks like to float. This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find quacks. He's not sure, but the quacks are probably a leftover from a cargo surfer that went under in the olden days. The squeaky material must have made them surface when their box broke.
Oh, cool, we've got a boat.
glorious shiny day out here. Lots of notices on the board for things that made sense in the days when the surf was a lot cleaner. Interesting to see what they cared about here. Wonder if any of it matters now. In the old days, this was a port for boats that went under the surf. They helped clog the surf into goo. They made a lot of green, which is all they really cared about. You should be able to find a track here. Just need to keep your eyes open. You're poking around Pockbur, a prime village. Sometimes you gotta paddle on your own when a story comes to you. Pay attention.
Nothing here. Okay, I thought there'd be at least some people around.
Wiz really works wonders. Think
Yeah, she's trying to convert them. You know.
crack 'em and crack 'em. Got what he deserved.
Okay, guess not the same stuff.
That crack is so satisfying. Such a bright day to wander around in.
We're in this town.
Says they've mostly heard good things about.
Wonders if the daylight might... Wouldn't be so...
got a waypoint. Okay, that's my help. No?
Let's see.
Ah, so we got the mark off.
Where did it go?
Says they don't have anything you'd want. So, says you covered the important things already. Back before the world was ending, they say they had hopes. Harder to come by now. Maybe a working ray lighter would brighten things up a bit. Depends on how you use it, though. Figures it would be easy if it was on, but you'll have to find it first. Figures the ray lighter is too dangerous to leave lying around. You should grab it before someone else does. Otherwise, they might wind up on the ray lighter's wrong end. Figures you'd destroy others, though, right? Shopkeeper claims you can.
Let's see. Keep that.
There are probably more things you should get rid of.
There it is.
Sharp dealing.
Okay, so this town has been what?
Keep your head in the game.
Rated. So it's fine. Let's have a look and see what you want.
The vendor says you can browse.
Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like a jungle. It's like a jungle. Oh, this is strong. Well, I'm not going to play that much. That's weird. That's cool, but it's fun. Thanks over here. Okay. Oh, the tower. How long did we try?
Gun it and go. Leave it behind. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least. Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, so there's a lot of missions up here to do.
Feel that wind on your skin?
Hey, dude.
He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He wonders if you have something for him to drink. Says it's both everything you could want and never enough. Says you look like you've got a powerful thirst to do something in this world. Good, Bad? Not really sure, but it seems like you've been drinking in your destiny and liking the flavor. Wonders if you could take the time to help a man slake his own thirst. You'd be doing him a liquid solid. You're a do-gooder, so you know you want to. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all thirsting for more. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's awful. Sure, but that's nowhere near as quick and easy. Who wants to stop to chew? Says you should toast the end of the world, but you'd better hurry. It's coming soon. Respects how you always try to help, no matter that the world's fate is hard to swallow. Thinks it's funny you wound up with the Jagni. They drink so little, like birds. Guesses someone has to be, but he can't swallow the sight of it. But who cares about them? Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff, the glugmocker, nimhimbibble, and his favourite radium syrup. That one's even more intoxicating now, aged in truck tankers and all. Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think, as the power of his mind is directly proportioned to the quantity of syrup he swigs. That's why he's called Gulp. The drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. Says that's what gives your internal such a great glow. He wants you to know he has other interests too. He's the Surfipelago's self-proclaimed ornithologist, for example. There are other ways than a cold drink to relieve stress, even in these dark times, and, fortunately for you, he can help. Watching pippies flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you can look at and touch, like quacks. Says he's not sure you can. Physically, that is. There's no squeeze in the world able to counteract his expansiveness. Hope this rain is warm. Gulp tells you to not forget those quacks. They won't squeeze themselves. blaster faster.
That's quite cool.
Good use of scrap. Even better for the goo. The Quack Hollow. It's just lonely.
Do not trust all of those things. What's that way about them? Yeah. Let's grab the characters in there. Kind of I don't actually use that. Oh, come on. Yes, that's make those items. So what's this now? What the fuck? Okay, that's simple enough. Okay. Expect that to be that simple.
Couldn't just be open, eh? Need a key.
Okay, this one? I can't see something.
There are places up ahead far worse than this. Swing like you mean it. You should be able to use that.
What's this?
If a story is about you, care for it.
comment section, see what's going on. So see that's me in the sound. So we just got like a Chinese church. I have no idea what that is. What's this? It's a rare one, but it's not as strong. So oh, let's actually try to cross something. Okay, so that's actually kind of interesting. Space time. Handle. So it's like a bat.
Something good got greater.
So this item would be these.
You're worthy of it.
Impressive. Cool. This actually worth quite a lot. Oh dude, that is amazing. That's quite fun. Don't you know we actually made ourselves? I don't think that. Can I actually make any head here? Head. No. Okay. Oh, we got ourselves a big.
You need to line up the switches so they match.
Easy enough. Oh god. Which one of these fucking.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
That was kind of interesting. Neat.
Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Hand of Death.
Yeah, it's kind of. So we've got a big massive giant shell. Dude, this is fun. Alright, so return to that car. Get this to the butcher. What's that?
The oil claimed this land a long time ago. back on your own 2 feet.
What are you doing? Just sitting there. Must be just a simple offload. I think there's more to this tower. Oh, there is, okay.
Ring up those rungs.
What is up here?
You hit a crossway. Decisions, decisions.
Wait, is this my... Looks like Maltesia.
Time to get a move on before all your chances slip on by. Get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work. Just a few moves left. Make them count. It's not the fry sparker that's the problem. It's what's put into it. Get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work. It's a fry sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away.
Okay, so I'm not going to go like, you know, all the way up north just yet, even though I want to get, well, some stuff.
That's a gnote. Easy prey for Lupin. For everyone else, they're a perfect mount and easily tamed if they are kept fed. A pip bush that's nom-nom for the gnotes.
Nice. So where am I now? Could try go up there, but it seems like we can't. Yeah, because it's all that green water stuff. What's that? What's all that?
Don't be feary. It probably won't bite.
What's really the ones that you can't actually Use a mount to fast travel. Okay. What was she doing? Okay.
That's enough quacks to sustain the Googlide flipper with infinite ammunition. Goop says he was there when the Porky Puff took Out-of-Date's leg, so this World Eater has made it personal. After that, Out-of-Date started using his head instead of his legs and came up with the plan on how to best make a stand against the World Eaters, and it wasn't by foot. He seems happy to talk. Heard you were a shy kid and is sorry to see you so warped now. Wants you to stop making everything worse. Wouldn't be surprised if you met again. He seems happy to talk. You need to help Goop defeat. Wishes you track. Says you. He seems happy to talk.
Okay, so if I teleport here, I might be able to get to it.
Bring on the night.
Yeah, it's not the dragon. So I think this is level 2.
See that broken boat over there? Looks like it still floats.
Okay, you want to do this the hard way? Still moving. Okay. Don't like it.
Made to be broken. Killed that one. That's the good stuff. You're bruised. This story is about a hero. Look at that plastic scrap, just waiting for someone to do something with it. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for...
Let's rest until nightfall. To heal ourselves. That was the best. Okay.
This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead.
Papa Zulu.
Has heard that you only follow your own personal code and is worried you've lost your respect for life.
Amanka.
Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held at...
Jamakuda Hogedatumka.
Seems happy, but surprised you chose to turn this disaster into a blessing.
Come toward the light.
Slow down. Why would you rush in?
When you see what you want, why wait?
Well, what about being careful?
Ha! Poppycock! Full speed ahead!
Ah, so it was over here. Okay, what do we get from this one? I don't know what that is. Some kind of engine. Okay, that's good. Okay. So I don't think we have the technology to actually go with a free engine. Ouch. Okay. Let's go with that then. Okay, so yeah, we are finding a lot of interesting stuff.
Riding a goo glide helps keep you goo-free. Not going to happen with your key energy level.
So,
It's time for an adventure, for good or bad.
what's this done? Some slimes. So, what do we do? We go down to this shit. Okay. What have we got there? I can't see what the swines are for though. What are... Let's do save. Just in case it couldn't get cut or some shit. God, it's not saved. So I want to go with melee damage.
New smarts for you. Cool. So you get this. Gun it. Found Bang Shelter 2E, courtesy of the Toxanol Corporation. Itchy trigger finger. Nailed it.
Resistance to...
This is a radioactive zone. It's not healthy to go too far in without protection.
That's not even going up that much. Basic batteries.
It's time to do what's right, for certain values of right. mighty energy is all used up.
That was very interesting. Don't know how you want to do this. What's this? That's good. Doesn't seem like there's any communication there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Sweet.
The bright time is the right time to start your day.
Don't think there's any places to actually hide. Don't have much time left. Okay, so we are somewhere. So we've still got a box to find. And some loot. Okay. Okay, so we found some more stuff. So where is this? This is I can see that. Yeah, I can see it. Good. Let's get out of here and quickly take a break as well.
Work your way up.
Be right back. I'm gonna quickly use the bathroom.
Better get moving before the day passes you by. Okay, and we are back. We'll quickly have a look at the comment section.
before we get started to see what's going on. Alright, that's fine.
Right way to change altitude.
Alright, so yeah, there's a quick for this. Whereabouts am I on the map? Oh, we're all the way up there. Answers that then. Okay, at least now we know what happens if you know that green stuff.
Such a pretty surf. Says that lying here in the sun isn't a bad way to wait for the end. Claims there's a machine out there that can turn sunshine into go juice. If you can find it and fix it up, you can juice your gear all day long. Says you should start with sunny spots, right? Get that solar mirror fixed up, and you'll have all the go juice. Right up until the sun burns out, that is. Hopes you get that solar mirror soon. Okay, so yeah, we've gone really far out. Huh. There are things out there waiting for you. It's the porky puff nibbling bark. It took quite a liking to the crunchy stuff after munching down out-of-date's leg. the puff. Unleash the quacks. Big quacks. you feel it? It's the brisk wind of change. Don't let this opportunity slide. He thanks you for dealing with the first World Eater. It's a start. You should go see Out of Date and find out what you can about the machine he's named the Ark. You're good-hearted enough, so you'll have no problem getting him to share the information with you. He trusts you know where to find Out of Date by now. He's always been at the foot of the tree, and that hasn't changed. Goop knows he's repeating himself, but can't help talking to you. Understand? Goop knows he's... seems... You really need to go see Out of Date as soon...
Okay, so that was hard.
There it is, the Tree of Life. The idea that all life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct. The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future. A representation of all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before.
center of the map. Kind of. Might be faster than
Watch your balance. Sometimes your mind creates an illusion where it's possible to go back in time to relive a moment in your life. We all have things in our past we wish hadn't happened, and can come to remember seeing and doing things that never happened. However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different. Choose the automaton functionality you want to recall. I was wondering when you'd recall how to spring the automaton air gliders. Check out that plastic scrap over there. Let's see. It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above.
That's kind of cool, actually. Okay. Okay, save.
Out of date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds.
Yeah, move for boom.
You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility. He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. someone without knowledge of their history and origin. He promises he'll be there for you. Just come talk to him beneath the tree if you're feeling lost. Think of the present, because that's where you are. It's time to set your priorities as the one who completes things. If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So he's prepared for the worst, something he calls the Ark. He hopes you're right. He gets that you mean the journey continues either way, but personally he wants the tree to survive. Out of Date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees. He's found evidence on the Ark, records of a crisis, decades of contamination that permeated the ground and broke its inner core. The contamination disrupted what we now know as Ki energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate. He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head. It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real. He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground. The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out. The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes to end. He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark in the event of a cataclysm. Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy. He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Noko in the east. Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Noko. He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Noko and making sure she gets what she needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date was spot on. The hoof puff needs to be stopped. Out of Date says that Noko is worried now that the Eastern World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Noko keeps a fabled steed that she has planned to ride out to the World Eater, but needs help to get it prepared.
It's quite a distance.
Out of Date suggests that you should head east as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He wonders what's on your mind.
Bones error. God damn it. So much for, you know, free you ain't open world.
This place is like one big secret that keeps unfolding. Let's see.
Okay. Okay, so you're basically down there. Let's go for it. Not a long distance, but I'll get this done. Especially in the that's in time. No, it's like actually.
This is Dixie's goods. There's an outfitter and an upgrade bench dangling in that little blimp. Let's see. Says you'll get a special price and a wrap-up on the double. Hopes your customer...
That's a interesting yeah, user. The same kind of mask I've got. So I guess it's not all that common then. Okay, well, let's sell what we're not using.
A bargain. Looks like you've got this. So this game definitely will take two Let's Plays such as just the fact that, yeah, there's the light and dark. Some things will sleep soon. Others are waking up. Go on, catch it. Safe and sound.
Anyway, I'm going to quickly go for now and I'll be back in a little bit.